Welcome to Sir QTV channel, and today we will talk about the types of clauses. Pero bago tayo magsimula guys, at kung bago pa lang kayo sa ating YouTube channel, paki-click lamang ang subscribe button at ang notification bell para updated kayo sa ating mga videos. Let's get started guys! So our lesson for today is based from the most essential learning competency of Department of Education, use phrases, clauses, and sentences meaningfully and appropriately. Are you ready? Pero bago tayo magsimula, magkaroon muna tayo ng short review. All you have to do is tell whether the group of words that you can see on your screen is a phrase or not. Ready? Number 1. The boy is curious about things behind the high walls. Is it a phrase or not? Correct. It is not a phrase. Number 2. Ripe fruits from the trees. Is it a phrase or not? Very good. It is a phrase. Number 3. He smells the scent of the flowers. What is your answer? Very good. It is not a phrase. Number 4. The girl wants to play with the boys. Is it a phrase or not? What do you think? Correct. It is not a phrase. Number 5. The thick smoke from the forest. What is that? Is it a phrase or not? Correct. It is a phrase. So now that we have learned about phrases from our previous discussion, proceed na tayo ngayon sa ating susunod na lesson. And that is the types of clauses. But ano nga muna ang clause? Ano ang kaibahan nito sa phrase? Let's discuss. Clause is a group of words with at least a subject and a verb. So meron siyang subject and a verb na they are working together. Let's have examples. I am. I is the subject, am is the verb. Reading is fun. Reading is the subject, and is the verb. I study hard, so I get good grades. You can see here that there are two subjects, I, and then there are two verbs, study and get. Okay? So, what are the types of clauses? Meron tayong dalawa. It can be dependent or independent clause. So, what is a dependent clause? It cannot stand by themselves. So, a dependent clause cannot stand by itself. Hindi po siya nakatatayong mag-isa because it doesn't express a complete thought. It doesn't express a complete thought. Ano nga ba siya? Subject plus predicate lang siya and plus subordinator. So, yung dependent clause natin ay laging nagsisimula sa subordinator. Ano ba ang mga subordinators na yan? Magbigay tayo ng mga halimbawa. Narito ang mga most common subordinating conjunctions na kapag nakita nyo na sila sa umpisa, ibig sabihin nun ay isa na siyang dependent clause na hindi nag-i-express ng kumpletong pagpaksa. Okay? Ayan. So we have after, although, as, because, before, even if, now that, once, since, that, though, unless, until, when, whenever, where, wherever, and while. Hindi lamang yan ang mga subordinating conjunctions natin. Okay? So marami pang iba at ilalagay ko sa ating description box ang link ng complete list of the subordinating conjunctions. Magbigay tayo ng halimbawa ng dependent clauses. Unless you want go. So, ito po ay isang halimbawa ng dependent clause because nag-start siya sa isang subordinating conjunction. Unless. Number 2, because I care. Isa rin siyang dependent clause because it starts with the subordinating conjunction because and it doesn't express a complete idea. 3, before you lose your cool. This one is an example of a dependent clause because it starts with the subordinating conjunction before and it doesn't express a complete thought. So yan ang mga examples ng ating dependent clauses. Narito naman ang independent clause. So alam niyo naman ang ibig sabihin ng independent. So kapag independent ang isang tao, ikaw ay nakatatayong mag-isa. Ganon din si independent clause. Can stand by itself or with a dependent. So pwede siyang magsolo, pwede rin siyang sumama kay dependent clause. Okay? Because independent clause expresses a complete thought or complete idea. So nauunawaan mo yung sinasabi ng pangungusap ng clause na yon. Kasi independent clause siya. Subject plus predicate. Kompleto dapat yon. Magbigay ulit tayo ng halimbawa. I ran. I is your subject. Ran is your predicate. Fractions are fun. Fractions is your subject and are fun is your predicate. 3. Pizza tastes good. Pizza is your subject. Tastes good is your predicate. So these are the examples of independent clauses. So one independent clause can be joined with one dependent clause. Tatandaan niyo po yan lagi. Okay? So para makumpleto ang isang dependent clause, kailangan niya ng tulong ng independent clause. Alright? So gawin nga natin to. Tingnan natin kung naunawaan ninyo ang kaibahan ng independent clause sa dependent clause. My neighbor purchased a big house before they went abroad. So nakikita ninyo, my neighbor purchased a big house ay red. Before they went abroad, it's in blue. This group of words na naka-red ay independent clause po siya. Kasi it expresses a complete idea. Samantalang yung naka-blue naman ay nasa dependent clause po siya because nagsisimula siya sa salitang before at ang before ay subordinating conjunction. Number 2. He built high walls around its house when he knew theft is rampant. So, ganun ulit, nakikita ninyo sa blue one ay ang dependent clause when he knew theft is rampant because nagsisimula siya sa salitang when and when is a subordinating conjunction and the rest of the group of words he built high walls around its house ay isa siyang independent clause. Tandaan niyo po siya. Kapag ang independent clause ay nakatatayong mag-isa, kaya niyang magsolo. Samantalang ang dependent clause, before they went abroad. And when he knew theft is rampant, kulang pa siya, bitin siya, ang tawag natin dun ay dependent clause. Kailangan niya ng tulong ng isa pang clause at yun ay ang independent clause. Okay? So para mas maunawaan niyo pa siyang lalo, i-pause nyo lamang yung video natin. Okay po? So let's proceed to our practice exercise. Ang gagawin natin sa ating first practice exercise ay tutukuyin nyo lamang ang bawat numero kung ito ba ay independent clause or IC o kaya dependent clause, DC. Time starts now. Okay, time's up! Kailangan nyo lamang ilagay or i-post sa comment section natin ang inyong sagot. At ang unang-unang makasasagot ng tama sa first exercise na to ay makatatanggap ulit ng load. Okay? So, very exciting. Second part of our exercise. Ang gagawin nyo lamang ay you will identify the dependent clause in the following sentences. You have 10 seconds to answer this. Time's up, guys! Okay, so ganun ulit. Ang unang-unang makasasagot sa ating second exercise ay makatatanggap ng prepaid loan. So, aabangan ko ang inyong mga sagot ha. Paalam!